Think it not strange that we're in a place of total confusion. Call it gender confusion. Where the very thing that should be absolute, there's no way to not know what you are. No way.
And decided to do a live freestyle. I'm titling this piece, She is Technically a He, based on the picture. So please indulge me. I was in a ladies' room once and saw big feet under the stall next to me. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough tissue for me to wipe with, so what I had to do was ask, "Can I borrow some toilet paper from you, miss?" to the female in the stall next to mine. A baritone voice answered me in kind, and he said to me, "Yes, ma'am," and gave me a wad of tissue underneath his stall door to mine. I thanked him, finished up, and met him at the sink. We were both washing our hands when I saw him in the mirror and began to think, if those shoes were not a size 14, I would have never guessed that this queen was indeed a he. Something similar happened to a buddy of mine. He was in the ladies' room. In the men's room himself. And there was a guy, like the woman in this pic, standing in the urinal, taking care of her business. I know he thought to himself, how is this a possibility? Well, it's becoming more and more frequent, you see, because they have multiple gender bathrooms. They have changing tables in men's room for single dads. And trans men and women are able to use the opposite sex's bathroom legally. I don't feel like it's an invasion of my privacy. It's just an anomaly. It used to be a secret, one of those things when you had an uncle named Peaches or an aunt named Pat who was on the women's softball team and had a girlfriend who was her roommate, and you never saw her with a man and she didn't have any children. You didn't question it. You just knew. And now everyone's out and they're happy to be part of a community that has a rainbow-colored flag. I'm not knocking anybody for who they love or how they married or where they used the bathroom, you see. I just saw this picture and it reminded me of a situation that's happening all too frequently. It's a thing that we have to tell children about now as they grow up. That sometimes there's a woman who feels like she should have been born a man and they're trapped in the wrong body, the wrong gender. And when they're really little, they don't understand. Or when they see man, obviously male, dressed as a woman, they have questions too. You don't want them to point and stare or to do these things in public because they'll embarrass you. But should we be embarrassed? I'm thinking this just out loud because I'm straight, not gay, nor am I transgender. It's one of those things that makes me scratch my head and say, wow, this is a new day. We're in a new generation, in a new world, and things aren't just boy and girl. So, even if she was born a he technically, and you see that lady man in the stall or using the urinal next to you, I wonder how it affects all of y'all. Like I said, it makes me scratch my head and say, wow. And that's about all I have to say about that. I'm Gena Storm. That's my piece.
Come on, talk back to me. The goal is to have a generation, especially the little kids. It's really, right now, they're after them, that have no record of what normal was. They won't have a record of it. Because from kindergarten, they've been working on these little kids, pushing an agenda of total confusion. that that by the time they're 10, they'll be fluid in perversion. Are y'all there? Satan is a merging of male and female. He's a mixture or a mix-up. But this is the Freemason image of Lucifer. If you notice, he has female breast, and the phallus symbol in his waist, if y'all know, y'all can see that. That stands for a phallus symbol. I don't want to go too deep into it because I'll get y'all back into the Kabbalah, and I don't want to hit y'all with that. But actually, this is the symbol of a female mixed with a male. Put it back on me. That's what trans is. So Satan is making the world. Now notice the term they're using. I want to say genderless, because now when you look at them, the way these beings are looking, you don't know if it's a man or if it's a woman. The goal is not to really necessarily be feminine or masculine, but to be nothing. So you don't know. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? This is, listen, I'm gonna go deep. This is the state that Satan wants men, because in this state they'll never reproduce. They'll be all one. It's just too much to understand.